think that you don't see. They think that you don't see what they're doing. And you know what? That is the problem that I had with my family, which is why I cut all of them off. Can't stand them. Is the fact that they are angry and unhappy. They hate themselves, and they come into your life and they try to be indirectly abusive. Do you know what indirectly abusive is? It's when someone tries to inflict any type of mental pain on you and they try to emotionally pierce your heart, but they try to hide it. Oh, well, I'm your family. I love you. I'm just trying to help you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't like yourself. And when people do not like themselves, when people are not happy, they try to find prey, local prey. That's why a lot of women bother other women in the workplace. They cannot stand their situation when they go back to their home and their families because their man is a cheater and they're a pick-me. So when they go to the workplace, they take it out on all the other women and men in the office. And there's no such thing as HR. HR doesn't help with nothing. HR is there to protect the company, not the employees. Understand that. So if that bitter, insecure, annoying male or female that you work with is good with HR and friends with the HR lady, baby, they're not going anywhere. HR protects the company, not the people. I want to make that clear. When someone is unhappy, they go through the world seeing in what way they can enforce that unhappiness on the people around them. And I was talking to my mother about this earlier. We had this conversation this morning. And I told my mother, I said, the way that I see life now is so different from when I was younger. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I'm not going to allow myself to be anyone's project. I'm not going to allow myself to be anyone's prey. I'm not going to allow myself to be anyone's punching bag. I'm very, 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 very stern in the way I deal with human beings. I'm not going to allow them to come in my life and turn it upside down. I've seen this happen with people where they let people in their life and the unhappy person, baby, you are not going to come up in here and cause a mess. I cut people off after the first offense. I don't wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One time, you got one time to cross the line with me. And if I assess the situation and I realize that your intention was evil and premeditated, there will be no reconciliation for you. I don't give my reconciliation to everybody. There are some people I forgive them, but they'll never see me face to face again. I don't reconcile with everybody. I don't. Reconciliation and forgiveness is different. I want to make that clear. There are certain people I wouldn't allow them 5 feet of me in life. I don't reconcile with everybody because some people, what they did to you was premeditated, meaning they thought about it. Days and weeks of planning in what way they're going to cross your boundary. They planned it. And you're going to go and reconcile with some bum who sat there in their bed and thought about in what way they would destroy you. What the hell am I sitting on a table talking to you about making amends for? That's crazy. I don't make amends. I don't make amends. The people that are in my life they don't cross me. They don't go out of their way to dismantle me. They don't try to publicly humiliate me. People who love me, they don't do that nonsense. Those are people who have been my enemies all along, who do things like that. I don't make amends. I don't believe in that. What unhappy people do is they try to find, and they're so slick with it too. That's the thing with people. They're so slick with it. They try to find you are just living your happy life. You're minding your business. You're working hard. You're saving your money. You're doing the little things in life that make you happy. And this person comes in this person comes in. And they come in and they start indirectly, passively trying to chip at your confidence, your progress, and they think you don't see it. That's the thing. They think that they can hide their wicked tentacles, octopuses. They think that their wicked tentacles can be hidden and you're not going to see that they hate themselves. And as a result, they want to come in your life and make you hate your life. I will not be anyone's casualty, prey. No one's going to destiny swap with me. I know people and I know them well. Black or white, does not matter the color. They all use the same tactics when they're unhappy and jealous. And I will not be a victim, because victims rarely get justice. Victims rarely get justice. I made a decision that I will not allow myself to be anyone's steak. You're not going to have a fork and a knife and think that you're going to be dipping me in your steak sauce. Because that's how some people are treating you guys. You guys are like a meal for them. They come in your life and they're running it upside down. They're abusive, disrespectful, manipulative, narcissistic, and sociopathic. And you are allowing yourself to be that person's steak. Baby, you are not going to eat me with steak sauce. I'm no one's prey. My power is for me. My confidence is for me. You're not going to come in my life and start manipulating things in a way to make your insecure self feel better about your misery. Bullies. They're bullies. They bully and bully and bully. And they want you to be willing to be an active participant in their abusive ways. I had a dream of the disgusting family members I let go of pull up to my lawn. And I came out of my lawn and I said, what are you guys doing here? You got 5 seconds to get out of my driveway or I'm calling the cops. I don't want you here. That shows you that even subconsciously, I'm not playing games. Even in my dreams, I'm not playing games. Because I'm that serious about my life. I've been through so much that I'm that serious about my happiness that I'm not willing to exchange that for any type of relationship or bond. I'm that serious about my joy and my peace that I'm not willing to make amends if it puts that on the line. I don't play about my life. I take my life seriously. It's not a game. You go and try to make an attempt in a public setting, a church setting, a setting of worship, where God is the center. Instead, we have clowns making themselves the center. You go and you see a woman, a young, beautiful Black woman who is staying focused, and you make a decision that you're going to try and see in what way you're going to target that person, and you thought you were going to get away with it. You thought that because you hate Black women and you hate your mama, that every other Black woman that you see, you are going to challenge her. Because I'm not going to go there. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the energy. But I will say, every day I pray that God shows me justice. I have no empathy or passes for the wicked. None. It's your job to make sure that you protect your happiness under any circumstances, and you don't allow anyone to come in and interrupt that. You have to be radical and cut off whatever ties that's necessary to be happy. I don't care how they feel about it. What they feel is not important. What you feel is what matters. Your happiness is what matters. Because a lot of people in life, they want you to put them ahead of yourself. That's not going to happen. I come first, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to put you ahead of me. That's stupid. But that is their desire. It's their desire for you to say, I'll put you first. I'll put your happiness first. I'll put your desires ahead of my own. And I'm going to sit here and be passive while you abuse me in all categories. No. Absolutely not. It's not worth the time. Unhappy people have a habit of going into other people's lives and making them unhappy as well. They want to unleash that on you. They want to transfer that to you. And you're only going to be a victim to them if you sign up to be a willing participant. I'm not going to go to your unhappy registration and sign my name up to be a part of your demonic battles that you think you're going to come into my life and bring. Stay away from unhappy people. Oh, by the way, I just bought a new Range Rover. You did? Well, I heard that Range Rovers don't last very long. Oh. There they go. They're getting started. Unhappy people, that's all they do is sprinkle negativity on any and everything. They just ruin the vibe. Unhappy people, they ruin the vibe. I made a decision that I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And I'm not willing to allow unhappy people to come in my life and alter it. It's really not about being too strict. It's about recognizing yourself as a human being and everything that you've been through from the day you were born up until now, listening to this video, no matter how old you are, and telling yourself that you deserve happiness. And once you realize that you deserve to be happy, your perspective on life is going to change, and your perspective on people is going to change.